Alrighty. Well, pretty significant series of events. I mentioned before that there was a package, and I forgot about the package, and then I did all the thing there about the Queen Mary 2 landing in the Derwent with a pirate flag, and the British Empire 2, and displayed Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk on the HMS Hollywood, shooting fucking pharmaceuticals and rainbows and unicorns out of its cannons. I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job. And then I remembered, I was like, oh, the package. So I thought I'd have, I thought I'd share the moment, because this is significant. Okay, this is the Wise family. My family has been in Tasmania for over 180 years. We came there at kind of, I think, a very specific time, and I can't wait to find out more of the specifics. But it was a real transitionary time. It was a real concrete time for Tasmanian history. Obviously, we had cricket, so cricket was a pretty big deal, and the Australian cricket team got together and invented this game called AFL. To be honest, I've never been an amazing fan of AFL, but I do like playing it. I like kicking around. I've never been drawn in because I'm a bit. I change, I'm a bit of a scatterbrain, and so I always like playing sports, but there's only a few sports I actually like watching, and even them usually I don't actually commit a lot of time. But this is different. This is a team. This is a team, so it's like, and it's very confusing to me because Tasmania was one of the earliest places in Australia that was colonised, and because it was so small, it was really well colonised. Let's put aside the controversial element of what I just said, but it had a really good start. This one, is one of the most sustainable energy. It's got this hydro thing, again, debatable. And this kind of shows the constant thing going on between these different sides of it. It's like, well, the green solution is the dams. Now the dams are bad. And it's like, it shows the importance of maintaining the containment of a democracy. And again, most of what I've been doing today is displaying and exposing the uncontained nature of the American experimental concept. Was concepts, devised and initiated by Freemasons. And I would say very idealistic, and I'd say should be encompassed now as a lesson towards the whole story of it, as perhaps now we've landed, all parties balanced out a certain thing to end up with a symbolic monarchy, a symbolic crown, a symbolic king, in the spirit of Christianity. That's why we describe Jesus as the king. It's important to have the focal point, and then I think to have the earthly representative, and to be clear about what that is. To be really clear about who and what and exactly. Sorry, I just got to check something. Yeah, it's all good. And that's what I feel like we have in the British Empire. Is we clearly have a king. His role is the earthly, representative of the Church of England and of our religion, and he sits above our democracy, and there is somewhere significant to put focus on, to stay within the frame, to stay within the contained limit or contained limits, and like obviously those limits will move. Like, we're very far away from Magna Carta when these types of things are really first experimented with. Unrecognizable. But we've done that within the containment of a monarchy. And I don't think anyone would argue that we haven't. And part of that story is the United States, experiment, which has, we've had fruit from that experiment, and we've had poison from that experiment. And I guess if we're going to have a king and we're going to have God's representative on earth, then I suppose we should have the devil's representative on earth. And thanks Australia Post, because I thought you guys weren't in the business anymore, but turns out you are. Now, I'm a little bit concerned because the name on here says Sean Wheeler, okay? And so I'm concerned that this might be someone else's shirt, but I'm pretty sure it is the shirt because it says Oakdown, Tasmania, Jesse Graper. So thanks, Jesse, on the back. And I thought it'd be significant to do an unbagging or this is what all the kids are doing these days. And I see green. Oh no. I might have to. It's not. I'm just gonna. This could be. Oh no. Oh no. It's a. What are the chances of that? I reckon. So this is a wrong package. I feel terrible because I've opened it. But because it was the same initials, SW, I just assumed. I don't know what to do now. That's like, well done, Australia Post. I guess it's not. Jesse. It's about a baby. Congratulations to you all on the safe arrival of bub number 2. Hope you bring extra bit of light to you all. And there's a black Labrador. Just gonna. So that's weird. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna just put that. Luckily, that's just kind of a thing. Just gonna carefully put that back in there. Yeah, and I'll see to it that. And it's just it's the same initials to this address from Tasmania, and it's a green. It's a green piece of clothing, which of course the jersey is, and it's a green piece of clothing for a baby. So I have to wait. My jersey's not here. This is a waste of a video, but it's very strange. So it doesn't say what the baby's name is. And if they ever somehow watch this, then congratulations on the baby. I'm sorry that I opened the package. Damn it. Well, anyway. It makes see what I start doing because I'm like autistic. I'm like, what? The same initials, same address. I notice these things from time to time, that there's this pattern of like, because think about that. That's something traveling, that's green, it's an article of clothing, it's to do with a baby, and it's landed at someone with the same initials at the same address from Tasmania. And that's like a parallel fucking universe, isn't it? That has all its own little things going on. And we've got millions of these flying around all over the place. And I guarantee you, there are strange patterns. And I also guarantee you that artificial intelligence is going to start finding these weird things. And, you know, if anyone knows to look, so, hey, have you ever looked at the like strange, coincidental, like symbiotic, very similar fucking pathways? Anyway, now I've just got to fill out in time because I was going to put my shirt on, but I have to wait. Yeah, I have to wait, and I hope that I can get that package safely delivered. It looked like a woolen blanket or a woolen article of clothing for a baby. So yeah, I'll leave it there, and I'll keep waiting. Waiting for my Devils jersey to arrive. Goodbye.